are going to be having Mr. Venkat Raman, Associate Director of Education, ViewSonic, coming us on stage. Can we have a huge round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen?
Good morning. Thanks for having me here. I represent a company named ViewSonic India. So in today's session, I'll be talking about the problems being faced by the Indian educators and how as a company, ViewSonic is trying to solve that. To start with, so what are the most common problems Indian educators face here? So keeping up pace with the students, that is one of the most common challenges of Indian educators, because the students are from a completely different generation. We call them as digital natives, whereas we are from a generation called digital immigrants. So they were born with tablets and phones, they know how to use it, whereas as teachers, we were 20, 30 years later. So that is one of the common problems we see with Indian educators, keeping pace with the students. And then with this, balancing the traditional and the modern technologies, whether to use the textbooks, blackboards, or then how to transition to a smart boards, that is another technology gap which we see with the Indian educators. And with that, the digital literacy, how exactly, because right now we are talking a lot about AI coming into picture, but we feel that as teachers they should be equipped to know what exactly is happening in the industry. If you see in 1930s, a calculator might have been seen as an AI. In 1950s, the first computer might have been seen as an AI. Similarly, in the 80s, 90s when Google came in, that was artificial intelligence. And right now, we are at ChatGPT era, which is now being termed as artificial intelligence. So it is quite important for the teachers to keep up pace with the technology and what's happening in the industry. And we definitely see whenever the school is being equipped with a hardware or the software, and the development or the professional development courses for the teachers, the training for the teachers is definitely lacking in India. That we see as one of the another major gaps for the educators. And as we know that paucity of time, another big challenge for teachers. We have to do multiple things, assignments, assessments, and then administrative works. So the minds of Indian teachers works like a browser with 50 tabs open all the time. So that is another big challenge. So we definitely feel that internet and AI will play a bigger role in the years to come, but teachers will play a much bigger role. That's what we believe. So why it's important, the teacher's role is important in the future as well, because without teachers, the students will feel like they are drowning in the sea of opportunities. So we at ViewSonic, whenever we develop any hardware, software, or any curriculum development program, we make sure that we have teachers as heroes. So at the design philosophy inside the boardroom, whenever we do this, we make sure that how to make teachers heroes in front of the students, irrespective of whatever technology, whatever devices they use. So otherwise, so the teachers are definitely should handhold the students into the next way of technology. If not, that's what you see in the picture. Like they feel like they're down in the sea of opportunities without the actual mentorship. So we have different technologies for the schools. So to start with the interactive flat panels. Again, we have seen that whenever we install smart boards inside the school, most teachers, sometimes they're reluctant. We're having used a blackboard for 20 years and then switching on to the smart boards, it's quite not common for most of them. And then we have made sure that the technology is quite useful for the teachers. We have incorporated the flicker-free screen and low blue light. So even when a teacher is using the board for 8 hours a day, they don't feel like having a headache or migraine or sleeplessness. So this is completely eye safe. And then we have added a lot of features like a split screen. The teachers can split the screens into different parts. One side there can be a video playing, on the other side the teachers can write. And then we have made sure that you're comfortable using whatever platform you're using. Suppose if you're comfortable with Android, you can switch to Android OS or Windows OS. And we have got the inbuilt browser, and we have also got built-in whiteboard, which is a software which teachers can use to write or import any documents. And it is anti-glare, like even the students on the other side ends of the classroom can still see it very clearly. And all the panels are equipped with 20-watt speakers, where even somebody at the last bench can still clearly hear what the teacher is playing. And it comes with other options like remote management, and then so if you are using a Google Drive or a Microsoft OneDrive, you can still access all this. So we have made this learning curve for the teachers who is transitioning from using a blackboard to an interactive panel quite easy. So like I mentioned earlier, we just made sure that teachers are the heroes in front of the students. So we make sure that the smart board is helping that. And the second component is the software, which is free for use. You can, irrespective of whatever devices you use, whether it's tablet or notebook or interactive panel like this, you can go and download this MyView board, which is standard version is free for any device and any brand of device. Suppose if your school is already using another brand smart board or an interactive projector, this software will still work. So these are some of the common features which we have in MyView board. The first one is an artificial intelligence pen. Like the board will predict what the teacher is trying to do. Suppose you draw something, it will predict what exactly the teacher is trying to draw, and then it will throw the pictures from the Google search for you. And it also has an handwriting recognition, so it will convert automatically your handwriting into a typeface. And we do have multiple options like speech to text. It will convert your speech to text, and then it can also read out a paragraph for you in multiple languages. We have also built this particular software in 10 different Indian languages. It's not only in English, it is also available in Kannada, Hindi, and multiple languages. And it's easy for the teachers to drag and drop YouTube videos. There are hundreds of features which are available in this platform. Others being you can conduct quiz, and for example maths teachers, they need infinite canvas for solving a problem or theorem, so we have that feature. And you can record in both Windows as well as Android, and it can handle any type of files, be it a presentation or audio file, video file, text, so it can handle all this. So this becomes a one-point contact, so it becomes much easy for the teachers because you do not need to switch between multiple windows. This will be one window where you can do everything what you want inside the classroom. And the third component is, like I mentioned earlier, paucity of time is one of the greatest challenges for the teachers. We have developed some of the lesson plans which you can use inside the classrooms, which we have built based on the NCERT syllabus, where we have mapped the entire KG to 10th standard, where we have 900 plus lessons, and also we have created worksheets, digital worksheets for the students with 3 different levels like basic, intermediate, and advanced. So we also have bundled along with the panel, and this is interactive content, and it is based on Bloom's taxonomy. And how this content is different from multiple other content which is currently used by teachers. The current content is, most of you might have seen, is either video or animated based. So the teachers do not have an active role to play. The moment you turn on the video, you detach yourselves from the students. So the students' attention goes to the video, and then you have to pass the video and then get the attention of the students back. So to solve this challenge, we have created interactive content where the teachers are able to edit the lesson themselves. So it's not that we are not into videos and animations, rather we give you the lesson plan which is editable. Suppose if there is one particular lesson which has 10 different pages, you don't like the way it is described at 2 pages, you can always delete those 2 pages and add your own. Or you can also create your own content right from the scratch from the MyView board platform. So that is the basic difference being what's being currently used in the schools and what we have done with it. And the current technology is usually monodirectional, like only from the teachers to the student, whereas this being played in interactive panel, the students can also come onto the panel and they can interact with in the lesson plan. Videos and animations do not engage the slow learners because it's going to be played at the same speed, whereas our lessons, it can be exported to PDF, and it can also be shared with the students back to their homes. And so it's easy to create lessons, so we encourage teachers to create lessons on their own the way they want to teach the students, rather than going by a fixed a set of animations and graphics which are being currently offered in the market. And we've also made some worksheets for the students, which are again based on the lesson plans, and this is also available and also bundled along with the interactive panels. Like I mentioned earlier, we believe in equipping the teachers with the right professional development program. So we have we have customers across India. We have installed our smart boards in more than 500 plus schools, and we have trained more than 7,000 plus teachers in the last couple of years. Here are some of the snapshots you see. And that's how we have created an ecosystem, right? From the students to the teachers to the IT admins. We do have modules for the IT admins to manage all the smart boards in one place, and then download the report and share it with the school. And also we have created the usage data reports for the principals to see whether the smart boards are being really used or not. So you get a monthly, weekly report. Suppose you install 10 different interactive devices, and you see that one particular section is not being used. So that report and the notifications always comes to the principal and the committee. So ViewSonic is in every part of a school's journey, right from the hardware, and then we have accessories like speakers, Android box, and also we have lesson plans and software. And another major thing is we have a global community. ViewSonic is operating in 100 plus countries, and we have communities in each of these countries. So we have built a community of Indian teachers where they share the lesson plans. Suppose one teacher from Ahmedabad is sharing, creating a lesson on Pythagoras theorem, for example, and that can be that is being posted on the community, and all the other teachers across India are free to download and use the same lesson plan. And we may make sure that enough training is given to all the teachers across all of these hardware and software. And we do have ViewSonic certifications for the teachers as well as the IT admin. And that's how this is how ViewSonic is empowering the educators. We are throughout the journey from content to community and training. We onboard the teachers. We guide you how to create the lessons yourselves the way you want to teach. And then we also enable a peer-to-peer learning through the community. We handhold you and then get you future-proof in terms of both hardware as well as the software. So you can scan and be a part of your educator community. And if you have more questions, we are available at booth number 1 and 2. Thanks for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I request Mr. Venkat Raman to please come on stage, sir. I request Mr. Sandeep to please come on stage and hand over the memento. Mr. Sandeep Gulati, I request you to please come on stage and hand over the memento to our first presenter for the day. Sir, please come forward on stage. I request Mr. Venkat Raman to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first session where we saw about how educator community is coming together. This is the 8th Edu Leaders Summit 2023. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?